We woke up, late in Gatlinburg, meaning to rise early but ended up sleeping into nearly noon. Oh well, not a big deal. Nothing like catching up on some sleep in the heart of the Smoky Mountains. And it's a really good reason and a good time to head out for some lunch.
Turkey. Hey, turkey.
On the side of town we were staying at on this trip put us extremely close to the downtown area. So we decided to drop into Old Dad's General Store to have a look around and to grab a bite to eat. We'd been in a few times to get snacks before heading out into the Smokies, and each time that big chalkboard menu had grabbed my eyes and the smells from inside the store would catch my nose. I knew it wouldn't be too long before we actually made it inside to eat. I guess this was that day. Now you can go to Old Dad's for just about all the grocery, food, and beverage needs you'll ever have on a getaway to Gatlinburg. In true general store fashion, they also have plenty of Smoky Mountain souvenir merchandise from the area, as well as camping and fishing supplies, hiking necessities, crafts and collectibles, and even more where that came from. In Gatlinburg for a special occasion, Sarah gifted me with a new coffee mug.
Dude, I kind of like the tall one, man.
I immediately went for the tall one, but she reminded me to scale down my coffee addiction a bit. Probably not a bad idea.
Yeah, I like that one. Thank you. It's a really good. It's a really good Christmas gift. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Did I say Christmas gift?
Yeah, you did.
Birthday gift. Thank you.
The grocery store side of things here is going to cover all the essentials you'll need for back at the cabin, hotel, or condo. Being close to the noon hour, our main purpose for dropping in on this day, of course, was to nab some lunch. They serve up plenty of breakfast options too here, with a ton of made-to-order breakfast biscuits and sandwiches. But due to our late awakening, we just missed our chance. Although they did still have a few leftover pre-wrapped options under the heat lamp. We declined and opted to still take on lunch, as the sights and sounds of the flat grill in operation encouraged our desire to experience a hot midday sandwich and more than likely a homemade Smoky Mountain side option. Here's the gist of Old Dad's menu. It covers everything you'd ever expect and more from a little mountainside grill that mysteriously resides within an old-time general store with a cool, laid-back vibe inside. Hot or cold sandwiches, burgers, hot dogs, sides and salads. Everything from hot Reuben sandwiches, French dips, to bacon cheeseburgers, club and chicken sandwiches, chili dogs and cheese fries.
What is that? A burning burger? What is a burning burger?
I mean, seriously, I would be very surprised if your favorite lunch sandwich isn't already scribbled onto their hip black slate menu board. Seems like it's all here. As I glanced over it, admiring the plates and side options, I noticed a cool quote written on the menu, stating the apparent last words of Stonewall Jackson. It read, "Let us cross over the river and rest under the shade of the trees." His final statement was a great reminder, and one I appreciated hearing on a trip that was meant for crossing over some of the challenges of our daily lives and recharging here in the mountains a bit. Hopefully, lunch at Old Dad's and our trip to Dollywood later today would contribute to this endeavor. It seemed like we were off to a good start.
What all comes on the French dip?
Just roast beef, caramelized cheese, and then comes with egg juice sauce.
Let me get one of those. Okay, then a side of potato salad.
I'm gonna do a cheeseburger and a French fry, please.
After placing our order, and long before our food was even ready, of course, I had already begun wondering about their dessert selections. Looks like they have hand-dipped ice cream, soft serve in either a bowl or a cone, or a milkshake if that's your thing. Their menu also mentioned having old-fashioned candy here. In my mind, I instantly transported myself to Walnut Grove, and begin envisioning the colorful gumball container at Olson's Mercantile from a Little House on the Prairie episode.
Me too.
I guess old Dad's probably got his mitts in that one. Wonder what that candy's all about. I want a piece. I also noticed they have a full deli where you can buy various meats and cheeses by the pound.
I've been craving a cold Coke and something about a cold can that sounds awfully appealing.
Mesmerized and distracted by the chef's grilling technique, suddenly our order was upon us. Her French dip with au jus was looking mighty scrumptious, and my all-American Old Dad's cheeseburger with crinkle cuts was within the crosshair of my vision as I carefully placed them on one of the tables set grill side, plotting our feast. We took our seats, got a closer look at our savory sandwich options, and dived headfirst into enjoying our lunch together right there in Gatlinburg.
There's my cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, and onion, and Sarah's French dip with her side of potato salad, and that is a pretty hefty side of potato salad. So looks good. And there's her au jus sauce.
Deep fried potato slices were good. Tasted, well, like French fries are supposed to. Nice and crispy. No complaints from Sarah on the homemade potato salad too. She seemed to be enjoying it, and a bonus for me. It really seemed like there was plenty for the two of us. Surely she'll share her side with Scotty. Say that 5 times.
Hey, you have a lot of potato salad over there left too.
With each bite she took from her French dip, I toyed with the idea of, should I have ordered one too? As I could see the steam of the marinated roast beef billowing outwardly from her hoagie sandwich. But I'll admit, my cheeseburger patty was grilled up hot and fresh too. And for a dish presentation served on simple styrofoam plateware, it held its own in the savory department and definitely began hitting its mark.
So what do you think?
It's really, really good. The bread's in the middle of the sauce. And it tastes really good.
You can tell they toast the bun on the flat top grill. Nice toasty bun.
But nonetheless, it's standard protocol for Sarah to allow me to sample her dish option before ending out a meal together. So I quickly went in for a good old dunk of au jus, and one final bite from her French dip during our lunch together at Old Dad's General Store, before boxing up any leftovers that could be enjoyed later.
That is good.
They're out of cash, or they're out of their cards down. They told us to go to Days Inn. It's supposedly right beside here. So right next door.
One thing we will point out based on our experience here is, be sure to bring some cash when you come to Old Dad's. The ATM was finicky on our trip, and we actually had to go next door to grab some cash to pay for our meal. It was a minor offset though, that was well worth it based on our experience, finally getting to eat inside Old Dad's during noon's feeding hour. Old Dad's is a quaint, antique-looking general store with souvenirs designed with the Smokies in mind, and has plenty of snacks, supplies, drinks, and food options that are perfectly fit for the friendly visitors of the Gatlinburg area, and for the locals and anyone who just plain understand that Old Dad always knows best.